Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you all had a fantastic Tuesday. I am Samantha Wall,
Hello.
and I'm here with Stephanie and Kelly.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Stephanie.
I'm
Kelly's in
Kelly.
the room here, but
So we decided to start up this webinar. Oh gosh, this is webinar 2. So if you are here tonight, we would love to hear your feedback as far as what you learned, what you have questions about, so that we can just keep mastering this webinar, so that you can send teammates and all that good stuff, and our teammates can come and we can all learn from each other and stuff like that. So definitely give us your feedback as far as tonight goes. The reason that we started this up is that Kelly, Stephanie, and I all kind of, well, just like most people in network marketing, we all struggle through to find out what exactly it is and how these people who you see online get so big and are constantly making sales, and people are following them around and just really hunting them down. So we decided to start this webinar to kind of show you, well, not kind of, show you guys how attractive marketing works, and also how the tools and the things that you need to make sure that everything kind of comes together, just like, you know, all the big time people, I'm telling you, are doing the same exact tools and attractive marketing. That's how they are getting big, and it's just the way that the internet is going now. Can everybody hear me? Can you just jump in the chat and let me know if you can hear me?
I can hear you. We're still getting people come on, so.
Yeah, I'm watching some people come on too. Just want to give them a little bit of time to get on. So you want to expand on that at all, Stephanie?
Yeah, that was basically it. I mean, it took me a while to kind of grasp it, even though you'll find out a little bit of information about us. You know, I kept asking the same questions over and over. And Kelly's like, we already went over this. So, you know, we'll go over some questions that are pretty common too. That's important. So we'll do that and go over some tools and let you know how we met.
Exactly.
So we're even here, you know, Samantha's in Colorado. We're all the way here in Florida. So.
Yeah, it's a funny story how we ended up meeting. We'll get into the slides here in a minute. We're just letting some people jump on real fast. And yeah, so basically we're network marketers. I've been a network marketer since January 2014. And we've all kind of struggled with this, putting the pieces of the puzzle together. So the three of us had decided that we wanted to master this webinar and make sure that we were bringing across the value to you guys, so that you don't spend years struggling and trying to figure out, do I need this? Do I not need this? We'll let you know what you do need and what you don't. And you're going to learn all of that tonight. So stick around, and we will show you all. Is Kelly having problems with his microphone?
No, I can you hear me now?
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm just trying to cut out the background. There was some background noise,
so we muted it.
Or something chirping. I didn't want it to, you know, interfere with everybody's hearing abilities.
Yeah.
So if you hear a bird in the background, write something in the chat. You know, Kelly, you need to mute your thing because we can't hear anything.
Yeah, last week, like I said, this is our second webinar of teaching and training this exact same thing. So last week we had a bunch of people on, and we had some background noise. My son and the husband you could hear in the background, and then all of a sudden the bird chirping came in, and then some fire alarm stuff.
So we're like everyone else, you know. Everyone's got family, everybody's got things going on, and we're just, you know, here for an hour to show you what we're doing that's working for us, and you're going to see the system that we use and what's going to, you know, keep us from getting up and going to work tomorrow. You know, that's what we want to, you know, work on our own times and work on our passion, and not, you know, not for someone else. And everyone who's on here is an open-minded entrepreneur type person, or you wouldn't be here right now. So pat yourself on the back for showing up today,
Yeah.
because
And thanks for coming.
it's the real deal here now. You know.
That's right. We all work for. A lot of people think that you work for money, and the truth is that you don't. You work for the freedom. You work for the time off. So this type of lifestyle, I know that a lot of people think poorly of the network marketing business, and they think that it's a scam and it's a pyramid scam and all of that stuff. And the truth is that it's not. There is a lot of people out there making a lot of money, and a lot of people will say, but if there's so many people who have already mastered it, then how am I going to be one of the top earners if there's already people out there doing it? Well, one, there's a lot of money out there to be made, and two, there is only one of you. And it's just the way it works. It's the way the online marketing works. And we're going to explain that to you tonight in detail as far as attractive marketing and things like that go. So just know that going into this, that those two things, there's a lot of money out there for everyone, and no one else is you.
I mean, just think about it. Just think about your drive to work. How many cars do you pass on your drive to work? You probably pass, if you're in the city, you're going to pass a lot, but if you live out in the country, not so many. But what I'm saying is you pass a lot of people, and every single one of those people have never heard about what we're doing. I can guarantee you maybe one out of the couple thousand people that we pass from Cape Coral to Bonita Springs in the morning and the afternoon. Maybe one or two, because you got a Ray Higdon that we pass his house on the way, so he's already in. And so there might be a couple, but not many out of a couple thousand cars that we pass. So how many thousands of people are on the internet that people that don't know Sam, or don't know Katie, or don't know Amanda? They don't know you. It's another person.
Yeah.
And it's all getting the word out there.
Well, yeah, and here's the other thing on our drive to the office in the morning. How many malls do we pass? I'd have to say, depending on which way we go, 4?
Yeah, at least.
4? And how many Walgreens do you think are between there? I can't even tell you, but I know that if I see a CVS, there's a Walgreens close. If I know I see a Walgreens, I know there's a CVS close. They're right next to each other. There's enough room for everybody. One person's going to prefer one or the other. It's just a preference. They're looking for you, people. So.
And what we're going to show you tonight all leads into this, which is attraction marketing, which Sam's going to go into in a little bit about it. But it's being you're the one who's the star. You're the authority. You're the one who's doing the videos. You're the one who's putting the content out there. You're the one, and everybody. It's like Jim Carrey in all his movies that he did. It's his name that brought all the people to come watch the movies, to make millions when it first launched. It was Jim Carrey's. Didn't care what the movie was about. It was Jim Carrey that they were going to see. And that's what branding yourself is, and being able to brand yourself where you can attract that big audience, because that's what this whole thing is having an audience that sees you as an authority, and you're providing value. They buy from you because they trust you, for one thing, and they see that the value that you're giving, and they know that you've been through the same thing that they're going through right now. And it's that's what attraction marketing is. It's not having to go out there and prospect people on a day in and day out and do all that stuff. It's like once it starts, you can't turn the spigot off.
Yeah. Well, says the great MLMer that has just announced he's retiring from network marketing to coach the future network marketers of the world. So once one goes out, it's room for a million more.
Absolutely, and that's the thing is that just like we'll get into a little bit later about some content and things like that. And a lot of people, when they first start out in this business, no matter what it is, we feel like we need to be, like once I have 10 recruits and I make this rank or whatever it is in your company, you think that once you're that person, you then can be that person. And that's not the truth, and we're not going to get into too much of mindset today, but I do want to touch on it because I think that it's such a huge, important aspect of the process that you go through during your network marketing business. Really, during any kind of successful business, you have to grow as a person and work on your self-development and make sure that your brain and your mind is ready. So a lot of the training that we've been through over the last couple of years is actually, visualizing things and acting as the person already. So just like we're going to talk a little bit later about some content and stuff, is for a newbie who's like, how do I start a blog, or how do I do this? I don't have anything to offer. That's not true at all. There's plenty of things that you can do. There's things such as sharing someone else's content, for instance. Going in, if you got your first lead today, if you were on Facebook today and you messaged over to somebody and they came back and they started getting interested in you and you sent them your video or whatever of your company and they went through and they became a lead of yours, you know more than like 90% of the people out there. So
yeah.
Share that.
Yeah, well, most MLM people don't even make their first sale. So if you haven't made your first sale, it's okay. We can help you out with that. And if you have made your first sale, great job, because you made it further than most. So
yes,
absolutely.
Hang in. And what we're about to show you is going to show you how you can make multiple sales to the same person and even stay in front of the people whom might not be interested in your business right now, because there's so many people out there who are, here's my link, here, sign up for this, it's only $99 to get started and your life will be great and you will have $60,000 a month by next month guaranteed if you follow this easy to do, routine strategy that I have, I promise you. And then they end up walking away, and that person might not have been ready today, but they could be ready tomorrow or 6 months down the road. Right. So you don't want those people to go away.
Right.
Basically. So I think we gave a little bit of time on that. I hope everybody's excited. Are you all excited?
We're excited. We love it.
Screen sharing. Show you guys how this new, I like to call it the new network marketing, the marketing, and that's the funny thing about network marketing is if you're online and you're marketing and you're talking to people, you are a network marketer.
Yeah.
Right.
So you could be in an MLM, or you could have your own landscaping business, or whatever it is, you are a network marketer. So we're going to show you, the reason I call it the new way is because I think when the internet first came out, you could send your link out and people would click on it and sign up.
Yeah, well, that was the new way back then. Nobody was doing it.
Exactly.
So.
But then people started getting frustrated and had no one to go to because all they had was a link that they clicked on. So now people are looking to build relationships and be with someone that they know, like, and trust. And we're going to show you how to do that. So here we go. All right, so I need to click on May, right? Oh. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's us. Turn off the phones and the birds.
Yeah.
Turn off the birds.
See, we just started this webinar, so this is a new presentation we made for everyone, and we did this together. So, of course, we're always happy to take back feedback on any of it. If we're not coming across clear or anything, type in the comments, let us know.
Absolutely. So yeah, we just ask you to turn off, any kind of distractions, phones, birds, dogs.
5-year-olds, 6-year-olds.
Yeah. my
19-year-old.
husband and kid, you know, things like that.
Yeah, turn them all off.
Turn them all off. And
Focus
do
in tonight.
and do grab a pen and paper, because what we're about to teach you will change your business as long as you do what we tell you to do. And be consistent, as always. All right.
All right. So who is Kelly and Stephanie? Well, I'm Kelly.
And I'm Stephanie.
Stephanie's over there. And it was kind of pretty cool. You know, we met online. You know, how ironic is that? You know, we're running an online business now, and we met online, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And once we first met, it was 6 months, and we started. Stephanie ran into this product. We had some great results from it, and we won electric guitars and been up on stage and you know, getting all the awards in our primary business, and we started a business 6 months into our relationship, and that's really getting to know somebody fast.
Yeah. So, I mean, we already had busy lives. We have, if you can see there, the bottom left is me with Kelly's triplets. There's 10 now. And then on the right, there's Kelly with them doing the Ohio line, because Kelly's from Ohio. And then we went up to Illinois for one of my cousin's weddings, and I took, Kelly came, and we just took my older kid. So we normally have the 5 kids in the house. But that's all of them. Yeah,
and what we did was, and how we met Sam, and how this is all coming together is I ended up clicking on one of Samantha's links that she had out there, or something that she had out there. I clicked on it, and I said, well, I was telling Stephanie, was saying that she needed a system and this and that, and I clicked on Samantha, and that's who it was. We signed up without even talking. Did you even email us? I can't remember.
No, you guys signed up right away, and then I contacted Stephanie.
Yep, right after.
Like, I don't know.
And that's how our
so,
because
yeah.
I knew there was a system out there, because I've seen it before back when this system started back in 2009, or was it 2008? I think this started, and then I found it in like 2009, but I didn't really. I knew it was out there, but I wasn't in a business at the time, and didn't really need it, and didn't think I'd ever need it, and it's just, it goes to show you, I wish I would have stayed in it, or even thought about looking at it back in 2009, and where I would be today, because this whole working for yourself, living the lifestyle it's awesome.
Yes. The first time I actually got to meet Kelly and Stephanie, they had flown in. They're down in Florida, and I'm in Colorado. So they had flown into Colorado, and we all took off from there to go to Austin, Texas, to a live event for the company that we're with, the system. It's not a business opportunity. The system that we're with holds a live event down in Austin. So we met in the Denver airport and then cruised on to Austin. That's us right there. That's my husband and me and Kelly and Stephanie down in Austin. And then when we first, I guess it was about 9 months into it maybe, we started a webinar called Tipsy Tuesday Mastermind, which is in the mornings at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
It's my nooner.
Yeah. And it's just a 30-minute quick webinar that teaches strategies and how to get leads and mindset, and just whatever comes up. We bring on guests who are really rocking it in their business. So we ended up meeting, went down to Florida, and we went to Venice Beach and did a live show from there, which was super fun, and that's us in the middle.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, and then these crazy Floridians came to see me in Colorado, where obviously the flip-flop boy didn't realize it was going to snow.
Well, it gets all weird and crampy after you go out. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
So, needless to say, in the last, 2 years, we've been in Texas, Florida, and Colorado together.
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah,
So,
that's one of the most exciting parts of this industry as well, is just the ability to build the relationships that you do.
And the people that you meet, and I mean, who knows what we're going to build together? A multi-million-dollar, you know,
who knows?
what do you want to say? I'm like speechless now. I don't even know what to say because I'm thinking so big.
Right? Always dream big, always. So who is Samantha Wall? That's me. Hi. I started my journey, let's see, my son's 7. So 6 years ago, I got into direct sales, where I, of course, had my upline who was not familiar with the internet. So I struggled and all sorts of stuff. And then for the 6 years into it, or 4 or 5 years into it, I was doing real well and had pulled it out myself. And then ended up deciding to move it online because my son was going off to kindergarten. So in January 2014, I went online with my business. And after that, I made the Success Story Friday for MLSP twice. I've been to live events and met amazing people through them and built great relationships with business partners. Right down here, this is my why. This is my son and my husband. We actually do a lot of volunteer work for Special Olympics, so this is just a picture of them when they got on the news this year doing the airplane pull. Literally have like 25 people pulling one airplane. It's a pretty cool little event. And then over here is me getting award with my primary. And then this is the Tipsy Tuesday that we started. We started hosting webinars, and it was a big deal for me. I was very frightened to be any kind of a speaker. That's a whole nother story, but it was a big deal for me to start webinars and get in front of people and really start teaching and training, but that's something that I knew that my business needed to do, so I was pretty proud of that, so I wanted to put that on there. And then the Network Marketing Magazine asked me to do an article for them, so that's it right there. And then I've been a guest host on other people's webinars, teaching Twitter, Instagram. Those are like a little bit of my fun social stuff. So what will you learn tonight? Well, we talked a little bit about this earlier. You're going to learn, sorry, I lost my earpiece. You're going to learn attraction marketing, what it is and how it works. You're going to learn the tools that you need to build your multi-million-dollar business, how to build relationships and keep selling to your prospects, and common questions about attraction marketing and the system. So we're going to go straight into attraction marketing. So we had spoken a little bit about this earlier, and attraction marketing is the best and the only way to really market. And attraction marketing is basically putting yourself in front of the perfect prospect as your go-to person in your niche. So imagine having people hunt you down rather than you chase them for your business. I mean, a lot of times when you get into businesses, they'll tell you, come up with a list of 50 of your, closest family and friends, and
go get 'em, Tiger.
yeah, and then go get them. And it's like, it's so hard because it's like, there's markets, and like your warm market, your cold market, and things like that. And what I call those first 50 people is your hot market. Like those are the people who, this is your family and your friends. They're going to back you. They're going to join your business. They're going to, you're going to learn from them and whatnot. But at some point in time, either they signed up because, they love you, they're not really into it, so you want to get people who are in the industry, who understand the industry, who want a part of the industry. And when you start using attraction marketing, what happens is people will start hunting you down. So, they can go over to Google and type in, Kelly and Stephanie, because they're gonna try to find out who they are, and then all of a sudden Kelly and Stephanie's phone is gonna start ringing. It's it's literally the truth, right, guys?
Right. Well.
Got to be Googleable.
Yeah. So, I mean, imagine how this would change your business, being able to select who you work with. And that's where we all want to be. I think that's where the network marketing gets a bad name, is so many people think that, you're going out and you're trying to find anyone with a pulse and $10 in their pocket.
Right.
And that's not what the real actual marketing MLM, companies are about.
Right. Well, they don't want them just sitting there as a loose nothing, sitting there, not active, not doing anything. It just doesn't help. It hurts. So.
Yeah.
You don't want those kind of people.
Yeah, and so imagine being able to select who you work with. Being able to call someone and have them know who you are because they followed you, and then at that point being able to ask them questions to qualify or unqualify them. Because the truth is that our time is money, and if you're spending a lot of time on the phone with this one person that you just know they're going to do it, and it, and then you spend all these hours and hours, and then you find out that they really weren't into it anyways. So you can start eliminating those people with this attraction marketing.
Yeah.
And we'll show you. Yeah, and we'll show you with tools how exactly this works. So attraction marketing, imagine if you could get into the same attraction factor as celebrities, because you can, guys. And as long as you do it properly online, you can be, just like Justin Timberlake. You don't know what you know about Justin Timberlake. He sings, he's a comedian, and he acts. You do not know what record label he has. You do not know his agents. You don't know any of that. He's got all of that on the background because it doesn't matter. He's Justin Timberlake. If he came out and did anything at this point, if he started juggling for us, we would all be like, oh my gosh, did you see Justin Timberlake started juggling? He
posted it on Instagram.
Yeah. And it's because we're attracted to him. We're attracted to his, however it is that you first found out about Justin Timberlake. There's something that attracted you. For me, it was his comedy on Saturday Night Live. I just absolutely, when he first came out as a singer, I was like, oh my gosh, who is this little boy band guy?
Well, can you blame him? I mean, he matured a little.
So yeah, basically it's the same type of stuff. The best part about it, just like Diane Hockman, if any of you guys follow her or anything like that, she said it best. I'm popular and famous on the internet, but then I can go to the grocery store and nobody knows who I am. So it's like the most perfect way to be famous.
Yay.
Without the paparazzis. Okay, so how do you become attractive? Well, first of all, you need to brand yourself and make sure that you're out there on social media. I was speaking with someone earlier today, and we were talking about being able to, I think Katie and I were talking earlier, and she is branding herself all around social media the proper way. She's branding her name, and she's keeping it the same throughout, so people can follow you. So that's one of the first steps of attraction marketing. Then the next really is be you.
You gotta be yourself.
Yeah. Just like we spoke earlier, guys, there's people who aren't gonna like me, who are gonna love Stephanie. There's people who aren't gonna like Kelly, who are gonna like me, or it's all in how you interact with people and how you who you are, what you stand for, and things like that. So It's really very important to be yourself and show yourself, show your lifestyle, show things that are happening good in your business and things like that. People are attracted to that. You guys have anything to add to that?
Well, I mean, it's attraction marketing, and it's just you're looking for people looking for you, and it's just like when you're attracted to a different person when you walk into a sales store. You're going to vibe towards a certain person, and you just have to be out there to be there for the people that are looking for that certain type of person to work with. So that's all it is, really.
You know, it's funny that you say that because I was just watching a video, Charlene Show. Guys, if you don't watch the Charlene Show, I love her. She's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking about how you walk into a grocery store and literally, or like you're checking out somewhere, and literally you scan all of the checkout people, right? And you know which one you want to go to. Whether you're returning something or buying something, you automatically know off of body language, the way you're dressed, you know, it just attracts you to that person. So
True.
being you online is very, very important. Make sure, because you can't not be you. It would be a miserable life. And then add value to the marketplace. When I say this is content. This is YouTube. This is webinars. This is blogging, articles.
Value. Put something out there. If you don't put anything out there, then how's people going to find you? You gotta put content out there.
Yeah, you gotta have a home base, is like what I like to call it. Like your blog would be somewhere where you could put your YouTube videos, put your pictures, blogs, things like that. So how do you have value? Well, you read books, you take courses, you take anything from this webinar. You know, if you're taking notes right now, you could turn around and just off of this slide alone, you could create content. You know, go into each one of these. Each one of these could be a different, what is it? Paragraph. What are those things? Paragraph. So, I mean, you basically have your outline just from this. So, I mean, there is so much value out there. So just make sure that you're reading books, taking courses, and just keeping up to date, and be that, just like we talked, be that go-to person in your niche. And then be present. You've got to be on social media. You've got to be able to be found by your name, not by your company's name. Your company, I know so many people, we all love our companies. We all do, and we're all passionate about it, and that's what's amazing, and that's what makes our blood run the same, guys, is we're entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
So just make sure that you're out there and you're being present and you're being you, because if you're not, then, you know, if something were to happen to your company, you want to make sure that your hard work doesn't just go with it. Because if something happens to your company and you are branding yourself, guess what you can do? You can go pick up another company.
Mm-hmm.
And then work on your mindset. It's one of the most important things. Really, self-development. Make sure that you've got the mind for it. You know, you don't want to be that millionaire. Remember we talked about that last week?
What?
That millionaire. There was a story that I had told on last week's webinar.
Oh.
He died of a cocaine overdose.
Yeah, and it turns out that someone that was on the webinar last week turned out putting it on Facebook that it was actually a lie and one of those hoax stories, but
oh man, yeah, I remember now.
So you want to work on your mindset. You really, if you're going to be a millionaire, you've got to have a millionaire mindset.
That's a big thing that hit me this past weekend. I mean, actually, how much it matters about your mindset, and that I mean, you're not going to do what your mind isn't telling you to do. I mean, you make the choices, but you got to be able to have that specific mindset to do what we're doing. And that's why there's not too many people succeed at this. Not that saying that you can't. Anybody can do it, but you have to have the right mind. It's not going to come without doing work. Yes, you have to read books. That's, you know, work for me because I don't like to read. But
Kelly read his first full book.
I read my first full book
since like
this year, since I don't know. I think it was Around the World in 80 Days, the last book that I read. I mean, so you could imagine. I mean, that's from cover to cover, because I had to do it for, like, I don't know, grade school report or something.
That's
But
awesome.
I read my first book finally, and I'm 41 years old, and realizing that you really have to change your mind to make this work.
And it doesn't happen overnight.
And you got to
Yeah.
listen to self-improvement stuff. You got to listen to anything that you can get your hands onto to make yourself better, and strive to be and reach the goals that you put out in front of you.
Absolutely. And once again, stick around. We're going to show you where you can get this mindset work that we've all went through and still go through daily. I mean, you can go up to any top producer online, anybody in your company, just email them and say, or whatever, however, Facebook them and ask them, do you work on your mindset? Hands down, yes. Every day for at least 30 minutes a day.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
probably posting it on their pages.
Yes, I mean all these great quotes that you see on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all these things. These are all things that people are reading somewhere else. I mean, we all have heard of Zig Ziglar. You know, all of who's the other guy?
Jim Rohn.
Mm-hmm. There's all sorts of them out there
There's
that
all-
help with mindset.
Right.
Okay, so it's a fact. Humans have a subconscious attraction to those that display leadership qualities. We believe that we empower ourselves by associating with these individuals. Yes, this is very, very true. Anytime you've ever, followed someone or watched someone, it's because you believe that they're bringing you value, and that's. You guys have anything to add to that?
No, I mean, we went through a lot of the attraction already, so this is just
Yeah.
like facts that, are kind of just letting everyone know that this isn't something we made up, or that the company or anybody that's training this made up, so.
The value a leader has attracts people to them, people that seek the same.
Mhm.
So if you're teaching how you generated leads and things like that, you're going to attract people who want to generate leads, and those are the people that you want in your business. You
Right.
don't want, the guy next door, like we talked earlier, who's got $10 or $100 or whatever it costs to get into your business. You want the person who knows that when they invest that $100, they're starting a business.
Right.
Not,
They want to make that back.
right. Those are the people you want on your team. That's how you make the good money, the big money. You want the big leaders, and you got to be a leader to attract the leaders. Humans find people attractive or unattractive based on the value that we believe that that person can provide to us. Once again, this goes back to the value, bringing stuff to the marketplace, YouTube videos, blogging, stuff like that. Oop.
There you go. So now we're going to go over the tools that you're going to need. Give Samantha a little break there, and I'm going to pick up here. But what's some of the tools that you're going to need? You're going to need a blog. Basically, what a blog is your hub. You own it. It's basically a website. You create it. You put whatever you want to put on it, whether it's your primary business, whether it's an affiliate thing that you're doing, or whether it's your own thing. You can make it whatever you want to do. Even if it's a brick and mortar, you can put your brick and mortar business as the website. Use that because it's got so much stuff already done for you in the back and with the system that we have to offer, which what I'm going over here right now, which is a blog, capture page and funnels, autoresponder, CRM, which is a customer relationship manager, an up-to-date training, community that helps you grow, and a community that helps you grow and leverage you, and that's what you're going to need. If you're going to run a successful online business, you're going to need, if not all of those. I mean, you're going to need all of them.
That's right.
I mean, you're going to have a blog. You're going to have a capture page in order for people to get on your list, which you're going to find out here in a minute. You're going to have an autoresponder, and you're going to have to keep all those customers in line and know where everyone's at. And you're going to have training because with, you know as well as I do, that Facebook changes, Instagram changes, all the technology, all the social platforms change on a daily thing, and you need to have the up-to-date what's working right now, not what's worked, 6 months ago. You want to know what's right now, and with this community that we have to give you or offer to you, you're going to see that it's an amazing community. So we go on to the next slide.
Yeah, this is the one I was really looking for when I told Kelly to find a system. But
because
this is very important.
You need a customer relationship manager. You don't want to shoot. Where's that business card at? Where'd it go? I set it on the table over there, but did you throw that away?
I had the kids clean up the kitchen. That's your fault.
I needed that number. Shoot, I didn't write it down anywhere else. And this is where you can go plug that stuff in, so you don't have to worry about trying to find that business card. If you're keeping up with your business, which you should be, you're going to go to your customer relationship manager every single day and input the things that you need to, and the stuff that automatically inputs themselves, which you're going to find out here shortly. And the way that you can, there's so much with this customer relationship that you can do. You can put labels on stuff, and you can find out, you can, when you call them, you can record your calls, not record your conversations, but you can type in what you said and everything, and keep all that information there. So when you talk to them again, you can go back to that file and see what you talked about before. If that person had a dog named Sally or something, and just something that connects you with that person to make that relationship, because this is a relationship business. You got to create relationships. If you don't recreate relationships, then it's just like, or do you buy the same car from the same car dealer salesman every time you go buy a car? Or
some people do,
some people don't. But if they do, it's because they put an impression on them. It made them feel comfortable. Now that they trust them, they built that relationship. So that's how they get repeating customers. Go on to the next slide here.
Let me just add something. The CRM is truly amazing for the fact of, 6 months, a year from now, someone could call you back up, and you have no idea. You probably see that they open up your autoresponder and things like that. We'll get into that later. But when they first call you and they're like, "Hey, Samantha, how are you? This is, Marcus," and I can literally jump on, type in the search, just MAR, and it'll pop up all of my Marcuses. I'll be able to look, and it'll tell me exactly the notes that I have taken down on that person. So being able to bring that back up, a year later is absolutely amazing in their eyes, because they've been watching you for a year. You should, do the same, have the same respect back to them as well.
Absolutely.
Right.
So then we go into capture page and funnel. And a capture page is a type of landing page created with only one specific purpose: to get a visitor to enter their information into a form and subscribe to a list or feed that you put out there for them. So that's all it is. It's you're just putting a capture page out there like this one. This is an example of one right now. Webinar selling formula revealed: how to sponsor 16 to 28 reps per month, sell your affiliate products with ease, and build a six-figure business leveraging live events. And when they fill out that information, that automatically goes back into your CRM, what we just talked about. You didn't input anything. It's done for you. And when you make these funnels and capture pages, which we have the ability to edit them and put any copy that we want to, all the techie stuff is done for us. but we get to edit it and put your flavor on it, what you want, and that's what makes, again, branding yourself. You want to brand yourself and so forth. And anybody else anything to add on this one?
Yeah, I mean, just imagine, these capture pages. You can literally write anything you want. You can add your picture to there. So if you're in health and wellness, and let's say you have 5 easy to do weekly recipes, 5 fresh, healthy recipes, and you can have these 5 recipes as long as you put in your email address.
Right. You can
And then,
embed videos. Anything.
yeah. So you can add all this stuff, branding yourself once again, because if people see you, they talk to you, they get to know you, the relationship starts building from there. And, when you're constantly just sending out your company, go over to my company page and watch the video, you're not capturing these people's information. You're not going to be able to stay in front of them. You're not going to be able to sell them whatever it is that you're working on at the time. If you come out with your own cookbook, let's say, I mean, you could come out with your own cookbook. Don't you want to sell those to the people that you've talked to for the last couple years? Yeah, you want to keep their information around for whatever your business is about to explode doing. And when you use this kind of a system, you can literally do anything you want.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then it goes into your capture page and your autoresponder. You're capturing all these. You own 2 things online. There's only 2 things that you own. You own your list and you own your blog. That's the only 2 things that you can personally own online. And having a capture page in order to build that list is a need. And if you're gonna run a business like we are, like we plan, like we are running, basically. Then once you capture all those leads and names and addresses and phone numbers and everything and email addresses, you're going to need an autoresponder. And an autoresponder is a program that automatically generates a set of response to all messages sent to a particular email address. So basically, you sign up. Once you sign up, you get a welcome email. It automatically goes out. Then you produce content. You send out content. Stephanie can do this better. She explains it more.
Well, the little trail will take you through sign up, welcome email, content, put out a promotion, talk about a product, give more content, even with the next, and that's going to become money. And you're giving in that content information and value, and by the time you're to your next promotion, you can give value and offer something to go with that value.
I mean,
that's how you build lists. That when your list is 10,000 people, and you send out an email of a new product, and say 10% buy of 10,000, that's a lot. But I mean, they're going to have more than buy at that point. If you get to 10,000 people, you're going to be having a good percentage of people that will buy from you. But
and everyone gets, if you have an email address and you get it, some examples are Papa John's. How many people get emails from Papa John's? If you ordered a pizza, you're going to get emails. Betty Crocker. If you look up a recipe and a fly-in pop-up comes in and says, enter your email for more recipes, and you do that and you get recipes, daily recipes. You're on their list. Dick's Sporting Goods. All the big companies do it, and they do it for one reason. They keep emailing you. Then they throw out a promotion, a sale that triggers something for you to go to the store and buy it. Then subconsciously is that they don't even have to open the email. I mean, it could be just a headline from it that they know a sale's going on, and then they go and check it out.
Headlines are important because that's the draw. You can draw them into that.
Yeah. Samantha, you got anything?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with with the list thing, guys, this is so important. It's one of those amazing things that all of a sudden just work, and it works like a charm, and it's literally people are watching you when you're out there in your marketing. People are watching you, and they want to be on your list. When they come over to your blog, they want to be able to tap into a newsletter. They want to know what you're giving. As long as you're using the attractive marketing, branding yourself, and giving out value and content, then there's no reason why somebody wouldn't want to be on your list and hear from you. Let's say you have a webinar coming up, or you have a promotion. You're going to start a new course, and you can sell that course and make affiliate money on it. That's something that you can do. I mean, throughout this whole list, there's so much that you can do an affiliate with. So it's definitely the way everybody does it. Just like Kelly said, all the big guys are doing it. Every time you go over to buy a pizza, they want your information because they want to send you discounts.
Right.
Well, look at Michael's. They don't even, they just, when you check out, they're like, email, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
They just, it's like part of their whole deal. Every time, email.
Get them on the list.
I
Get them on the
hate
list.
my email.
And that's how people get customers.
Yeah, and so if everybody else is doing it and all these big guys are doing it and that stuff, there's really, you got to see why this is a huge part of your business, and you really need this to be happening.
Treat your business like a big business.
Yep.
And it's all you got to do. Treat it like you're Nike. Training and community. Where are we at? Are we on?
No, we're on blogging.
We're on blogging. Wrong one. We're on blogging. Okay.
Yay.
So blogging. What is blogging? I mean, when we first started, it was like everybody kept talking about a blog. Shoot, we don't know what to do. Have you built a website before? No.
Nope.
Well, let's see if we can, try to figure this thing out. So we had a blog at one time.
For a short time.
Stephanie, we even hired a coach from Israel. I think we did 2 sessions with him for an hour, charged us $100 an hour, and we had to send PayPal money to him forever in Israel, and he walked us through setting up a blog, and he did. We had to get the hosting, and there's other costs out there to run a website. You just don't set one up for free. You got to have hosting and everything else. So
now get your card out again because we're going to do this. Now get your card again because we're going to do. I was like, oh my God! Not only are we paying you, but every time we get to the next step, you're wanting more money.
Right.
What are we doing here?
Right.
And it's not for him. It's for whatever we need.
But you need one. If you're going to run a business online, you have to have your own hub. Where if you can look at the picture here, you got the blog in the middle, and then you got LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, all your other little social parties that you go to. You produce one piece of content, and then you share it to all those platforms to get people to come back to your blog, where you're giving value, where you're giving your content. That's where you're putting your content, is on your blog. But now with this system that we have, that you're going to find out here shortly, it comes with a self-hosted WordPress blog. Already, like a couple clicks. Like it took Stephanie, it took $200, at least 2 hours of doing it with him, right? And then how many hours after she got off the phone with him to actually make the banner and do all this, and it took like a month, more than a month, in order to just get created. And with what we have now, they have. I did it in a weekend. Sorry, Steph.
It's okay. Because mine, I wiped it out with one click and didn't even know how to get it back. And then we just left it. So,
And that's what happened. But
thank
now,
God
now
for
we
most
got
people.
now we have this system that we have. It offers you part of the having the system, you get a self-hosted WordPress blog with SEO stuff already done for you. Just gotta watch a few videos and know what to do.
Yeah,
And it
training on it.
teaches you step by. If you can bake a cake, you can set up a blog. If you want to check out ours and Samantha's, you can put our stuff in the chat. Stephanie, you
Yeah.
can do that.
Well, it's right at the bottom, KellyandStephanie.com.
Yeah, well, yeah, right there on our thing, KellyandStephanie.com, and Samantha's got. That's right, we got those banners down there. See, that's if you guys want to learn how to do that, that's on a Tipsy Tuesday, I believe. Samantha can, explain how to do that. But having a blog and the step-by-step training that it has, that we have, there's nothing out there like it.
That's right.
And can you imagine?
Well, tell us that Monarch, it says Monarch social sharing. Like, we don't know about the plugins and those things.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I know,
all the plugins.
like, the Monarch social sharing lets you plug it in your blog, and then we could share. Have, like, something.
Yeah, it's the blog the blog hosting that we're gonna get into a little bit later. It's literally everything's done for you. The SEO is done for you. The plugins are done for you. So all the stuff that you would have to worry about, research, pay for, you don't have to worry about any of it.
Trial and error, and
it's literally, yeah. I am not a techie person. No, not at all. And I literally had this thing set up in 3 steps. I had worked with WordPress before, and I was frustrated, and I just didn't blog anymore. I was just done with it. And then when MLSP came out with sites, I went over, and it was literally 3 steps. I was up and running, and everything is done for me with videos to explain it. So it's like for somebody who's like, oh no, I don't want to blog.
And to be how easy it was that I did it in a week, and then what was it, 2 weeks in a row on the Wednesday, the big marketing webinar, that my name gets name dropped, and they show the picture of our blog in front of thousands of people.
Yep.
And then, of course, you transferred your blog, so you got rid of the old one and just transferred everything over to this platform, and that was very easy. So if anybody has a blog right now, it could be transferred easily.
All your content can be transferred over.
Yes, very easily.
And what's better than having a community? This community's like no other. I mean, you don't even have to call customer support or anything. All you do is, if you got a question, you just go to the Facebook group, type it in, and within minutes you got people responding, people trying to help you out. One thing about this group,
7-figure earners helping you.
One thing about this group is everyone lifts everyone up. There's no negativity. Everyone in this system is here for everybody, and to lift everyone up. And the community is awesome. I mean, it's
the people that started this community and this whole system have developed the top leaders in the company. I mean, you can look online. There's most everybody either got their start here or they still are here. So it's definitely a community where they build up leaders. So we all back each other. Kelly, Stephanie, and I are not in the same primary. Everybody in there has different companies, different businesses. It's a very awesome place to network with other people as well. Who knows what you might come up with inside of the community as well. And these are the leaders you want to attract. The people that are inside of My Lead System Pro know what's happening, and they're making their business work.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
So these are the leaders that you want to attract into your business. No ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Right. Oh, definitely.
Okay, I know we're an hour into it, but
Yeah,
just
and
bear
then
with us. Just bear with us till we get through these questions here. I know it's a lot of info tonight, but it's important.
yeah, and then I want to touch on the training real fast. Any training that you can think of, if you want to come in and you want to master Instagram, all of your Instagram trainings back there, all of your SEO trainings back there, blogging training, YouTube training, whatever it is that you want to master, you can come in and learn everything you need to know about it. Plus, they keep it up to date. I mean, we've got Rob Four in here. He's the SEO guy. We've got Michelle and Bill Pescosolido. They're the Facebook people. Ray Higdon's another blogger. So, I mean, there's just these huge leaders who keep us all up to date in our marketing. So, marketing changes every single day. So you want to keep up with it, and you want to keep giving that value to your team as well. I mean, this is something that your team can benefit from as well. Are you guys there? Are you guys there? Did I lose you? There you are.
There you are. I lost you for a minute. You're breaking up.
Okay, I'm back.
You're back.
Okay, so the cost in doing business. Well, an autoresponder is going to cost you $19.99 a month for a list of 500. The CRM is going to cost you $300 a month. Sales funnels, you guys paid for a couple of those before we got them, right?
Yeah, $47 per funnel that you make.
And these aren't promising that you're converting, and when people set your funnels up for you, they will charge you every time you want to change a word. So that cost can keep going up and up and up.
Right. And then a blog, I mean, 500 plus, I mean, that's, it's going to be 500 plus a month. If you're going to get the SEOs, if you're going to get all the paid plugins for security alone would cost that a month. The training that you're going to get anywhere from $297 to $1,500 each time. How much training have you gone through, Samantha? A ton, right?
Oh, absolutely. When I started here, I went in here like it was my college education because I saw the value in just the training alone.
And the community is priceless. We all can agree on that. I mean, it's amazing. So you're looking at $2,500 plus a month of having a successful online business, and that's at the low end. I would say.
I agree. And then you're dealing with all these different logins that you have to do, and all these different places that you have to go, and all this managing of your tools and things like that. There's no need for that, because with My Lead System Pro, you got it all.
Yeah.
It's all included. It's like a one-stop community with everything that you need to run a business.
Right.
And for those of you who are on here and maybe newer and thinking, oh my gosh, how do I start up an autoresponder? Don't worry about that. MLSP's got that covered for you. They have already done emails for you that are already making people money, and all you have to do is plug in a little code and emails are done for you.
The copy's written for you. You're going to want to write your own copy eventually, but to start out, to give yourself that authority online, we have stuff that's already done for you, where it shows you as the authority, and that's what you need to be online. You need to be an authority figure.
Absolutely. And then the CRM, sales funnels, the blog, training, community, it's all there, plus a bag of chips. With this program, you can also affiliate through it, and at the mastery level, which is $49.99 a month, you can make $100 a month per member that you bring in at that mastery level. So you can see how fast you can pay for your monthly payment. So now you're not only, got everything under one roof and your business is set to go, but your membership's paid for and you start making money.
Yep. I mean, you can start it out with just $10. I think it's like $10 for 10 days, something like that. And then after that, it's $149 a month.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't take our word for it. Run over there, get yourself a 10-day, $10 trial. When I first started with MLSP, I did not have the money for anything. I didn't have money for anything. And I said to myself, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to spend $10 and I'm going to learn everything I can in 10 days. Yeah. Yeah.
There's more than 10 days worth of content there.
Yeah, when I got in and I realized the system and the community and how it all worked together, it was, the price of $149.99 a month. Take away all of this. Take away the autoresponder. Take away the CRM. Take away all of the technical stuff that might scare you right now, let's say, and only focus in on the training and the community. How much would you say you would pay for a college master's degree in online marketing? What do you think, Kelly?
Well, I got an associate's degree from Ohio State, and 4 years of college to get an associate's. So, and this is back in the I'm 41, so this is back in 93, 94 through 97, and it was over 60,000 then.
So say 60,000. That's crazy.
Then that was then to get a 2-year degree. That's not a master's degree.
Yeah, just one course. If you were to just take one simple course, it would cost you more than the $149.99 a month.
Oh yeah.
And you're basically going to college when it comes to this.
To get this little thing right here from Ohio State, it was over 60,000 back then.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go into some common questions. Stephanie's going to take you into some common questions that people have, and then if you guys have any more questions, you can definitely throw those in the chat. Let us know.
Okay. Wonderful. And so, I said I had a lot of questions, and it was hard for me to wrap my head around a lot of things because it was like I just was not understanding. I don't know what the deal was, but sometimes everybody has their aha at a different time. I knew we needed the system, but I wasn't sure why. So one question I had, and I know others have had, will MLSP generate new leads? No, it teaches you how to generate your own leads. Yeah, you do generate leads when you follow the steps involved and you take the time to do what you need to do. And then you just pick a lead strategy and work it, which was something I didn't really understand. But outside, you want to work your blog and you want to work your autoresponders and emails and lists. But then you also want to just target on maybe one social media at a time, which would be focus on Instagram. And then you move on only after you are getting leads on a regular basis from that. So just focus on getting the consistent leads until then. And so they just give you everything to generate the leads. You just have to implement them and put what kind of leads you're trying to generate, basically. So, yeah. I don't want to work. I want to be famous. Yeah, right. Everybody has to do a little bit of work. So can MLSP make me famous? Really, famous is all in what you want and what you want people to perceive. We did talk about, internet famous versus, Hollywood famous. You go to the store, but you still are famous. So it's important to expose your brand. So MLSP will help you learn how to expose who you are, like yourself Inc. They won't make you infamous, but they'll give you the education and tools platform to do it. Any questions?
No.
No. And here, I'm with a network marketing company. Is MLSP an MLM? No, MLSP is actually an education platform with a set of tools. When we started, a lot of the tools weren't even there. So it was basically an educational platform with an affiliate program, which is one level deep. It's like referring, like you're a co-worker to another product that
DirecTV.
you like.
DirecTV.
DirecTV.
You refer a
then
friend to
because
hook up?
we do. I mean, you can. With DirecTV, you refer a friend,
$10.
and you make money towards your bill. This is pretty much the same thing. So,
Except you can make a lot of money.
Except you can make money. Yeah. But no, it is not an MLM, and it does not interfere with your MLM. So how do I use MLSP to put people in my network marketing business? Then you're saying I can use it. Okay. So if they're already in MLSP, there's a opportunity spot in the back end. So like when we go in, we see Samantha and we can see her opportunity. So whoever you refer, no matter what it is, they log in and they'll see whatever you want them to see for your opportunity. And then you'll get the trainings on what to say and when and what you're doing on phone leads, because phone leads are phone leads. If you're trying to talk with someone to get what their needs and what you can do to help them, you're going to be asking some of the same questions. So yeah, learn what you do once you get leads, lead conversion. You use the education provided by MLSP. And then the tools for your own business or network marketing you can represent by using like diet programs, books, golf clubs. You could be out there selling golf clubs with our capture pages. The oils that people are out there, doing skincare. You could be selling tires, rims, whatever your passion is. Pots and pans. What was that skillet? Cast iron skillets. One guy made his blogs on.
Service
Whatever your business is. So this is just us showing you how we can do it with what MLSP provides us to make money. So we show you how we're doing it, getting leads to come into MLSP. But if they're not in a MLM, you could give them information about yours, or over time, if you are heading up and just doing your main opportunity and you offer it to them, and it's something that's not going to work for them, you still have something in your back pocket to keep in touch with them, put them in the system. They're learning, they're promoting their product, but businesses go out. So what if that business goes out? They're going to turn to somebody they know, like, and trust. And if you've referred them to one good business product, they're going to believe you have some more, basically. So, any questions on that? Did that make sense?
Yeah, it's exactly.
Okay.
You did great.
All right. So, okay, again, what do you mean I can make money with MLSP? Again, it's an affiliate program. It's one level deep. It's not like, levels or pyramids or this or your friend and my friend and we all sign up. We have all this money. It's who you get to come in and who you tell about it is who you will make the money off of. Now, there's other products in the back end. Say you want to do an SEO intensive or copywriting. There are courses in the back end that are available for more extensive training, and you would make the profit off of that, not MLSP. If you get a little bit of it, for the chunk of it, you would get money out of that as well. So if someone's looking for more training in the back end, that's also going to be products for you. And then you can sell the trainings. You can set them up with the MLSP program. And then you can see the top affiliate networks in 2015, where I don't even know what that top one is or the second one. We know what Amazon is and eBay. Those are affiliate programs. We literally can go to Amazon, and create a link for something, say a gift, a book, and put that link through
On your
Amazon,
blog.
on our blog through Amazon. If someone goes through and buys that book, you'll get a little tiny percent of that, because you can set up that whoever you refer through that, you'll get money. And then once you are linked to them, you're forever linked to them until someone else links them. But through MLSP, you just are forever linked to them. So that's just an example of another affiliate program that, just pays you for sharing.
Perfect.
So, any questions?
I'm going to come back. Hello, hello!
Hi. Thanks for everybody that's been staying on with us. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you all so much. Does anyone have any questions about that?
I enabled the Q&A just in case. But yeah, I mean, it's just been a lifesaver in our business, in our life, and because you just never know what's going to go on with anybody. You just have to cover yourself and keep learning.
Absolutely. That's the thing that MLSP does, is it offers you all of that to be able to brand yourself and be who you are. Just like Stephanie said earlier, you can affiliate anything through your blog. So
that's why it's important to have one. That's why it's important to have one, right?
Exactly. So like for us, if you were to decide tonight you only wanted autoresponder and came over and said, hey, I'm just kind of interested in an autoresponder. Do you know of a good autoresponder? Well, guess what? All three of us have affiliate links that we will send you, and we'll make monthly, off of you.
Commission.
Yeah, that's
for the same price of the same if you went to the website and got it yourself.
Yeah, you might as well go through somebody that you know and give a little bit of money to them or whatever. But that's what MLSP teaches you, is how to have multiple streams of income, meanwhile branding you. So, in 5 years, if you decide, oh, actually, I don't want to be, or let's say you're in health and wellness, and then you make it big in health and wellness, and you build this huge team, and you're having a great time, and you're managing it great, and you decide, I want to do something else. So then you go over and you go, I think I'll try some travel. All these people that have been following you over here with the health and wellness that you have helped and made so much money with them, and they've made money and all that, guess what's going to happen when you go over into travel?
They're going to wonder what you're doing.
They're going to wonder what you're doing, and they're going to come over. Yeah. That's the power of the traction marketing. That's the power of the autoresponder. I did want to mention to you guys how exactly this works in the back office of MLSP. So what happens is you're going to go out and talk to Joe about your company, and then you're going to send them a capture page. At that point, you're going to capture their information. Their information is going to go back into your CRM and also is going to go into your autoresponder. So now that person's on your email list, and they're going to start getting the emails from you, and then they also go in your CRM. So that's kind of how that whole process works as far as getting leads. And just like Stephanie said, like it's not leads. You can go buy leads anywhere. You can go to Craigslist right now and buy leads, but they're a pulse with maybe $10 in their pocket. You want the big time leaders to jump in with you and be ready to take this to the next level, because you are. So why shouldn't the people that work with you do the same?
Right. It's my business. I'm going to hire who I want to work with.
Exactly. And that's the way.
But sometimes you do get people that you attract to you, and you can't do anything about it. Sorry to tell you. It's a learning experience.
Yes.
And getting back to the community. Now we went through all the slides, and we forgot to mention about the community. They host wake-up calls for your mindset Monday through Friday, every day at 11 o'clock Eastern Time.
With hundreds and hundreds of people on
wake-up call.
Hundreds.
What's working out? They're awesome, and they're on every single day. Then they have, once you get into it, the system, and you want to learn how the back office is. Well, on Monday evenings at 8 o'clock, they do a live webinar on the whole back office on how to use it. how to make sure everything's set up, the videos that you need to watch. They explain everything to you. You just got to show up and watch it. And
Right.
and after you watch it, you got to actually apply it and do it. And that's the big part of it, is actually the doing it part. You know, you can watch it, but you got to apply it too.
Yeah, I seriously, when I started with MLSP back in January of 2014, I really honestly have to tell you that I had no idea what mindset was. Like, I mean, you know, my mom told me I could be whatever I wanted to be, but that you know, anybody can tell you
Everybody
anything.
says.
Yeah, but you have to truly believe it in here, and you have to understand it inside of your own brain, and you have to take control of your brain, and you have to lead yourself in the direction that you need to go. And I'm telling you what, guys, I have been going to these wake-up calls since January of 2014, and there has been times that I have slipped off, and I have not gone because my son ended up changing his schedule, and he was going to school at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I started making up these excuses and said, I'll go to the replays, because you can find the replays. You can find the replays on my website or Kelly and Stephanie's website. They're right there. You can jump on over there tonight and go check them out. They're amazing. They're about 20 minutes long. But I literally will see a decrease in my business when I don't show up to these wake-up calls.
Yeah. Well, it's good
It's
content
true.
too.
It's true. I can vouch.
It's huge content. I mean, just the other day we had Aaron Parker on, and he talked about time management and really finding out like how much time you spend on certain things, and just trying, you know, in this world, guys, we can get trapped. We can get trapped in Twitter. We can get trapped in Facebook. We can get trapped anywhere and sidetracked. You know, all of a sudden, ooh, look, Kelly's got a new blog out. I'm going to go over and check out his blog. You know, I mean, it's one of those things, we get sidetracked all the time. So he had us do date to time. You can see that. Ooh. Every single minute of my day is accounted for. From the time I wake up, I've been writing them down for a week. I mean, it's just simple little stuff, little tricks, motivational things that they tell you that you're just like, wow, I had no idea. And I honestly, I did not know that mindset was that important. And
it could be that one little tweak that gets you to your breakthrough. I mean, that one little phone call, that aha moment that you heard on that one specific day, that clicks something in your mind to make a decision that you're going to change your life. I mean, that's how powerful these calls are. They're good.
Yeah. And just like Kelly had said earlier in this webinar, guys, you're still here. You came here. You need to pat yourself on the back, because there's 97% of this industry does not make it. Only 3% make it. And I'm telling you right now, you are that 3, because you're here and you're learning, and as long as you keep doing that, and as long as you keep consistently doing the things that you need to do, you will be successful.
Yep.
But 97% of the people, just what you've learned tonight, you know more than half the people you know, I bet, in this industry, just off of the little process that you learned tonight.
Exactly.
I capture what?
Yeah, because you could spend
I didn't know.
Right.
You could spend years on Facebook giving people links. Years. And you can make some money.
And what I like about this system is you don't have to be a computer wizard. You don't have to. I know how to check my email. I know how to get on Facebook and all the social media stuff and look on and surf the internet. Do I know how to run Excel? I know how to. I don't know any of the formulas and anything to do with any. I don't know how to do that stuff. My kids had to teach me how to do PowerPoint. And
which is true.
They made a PowerPoint. I didn't know what to do. That's the first time I ever did it, but you know, it didn't take me long to figure it out once I started. If a 10-year-old can teach you how to use a computer program that's going to make your banner on your blog that's going to make you millions of dollars, and a 10-year-old can help you make it.
Yep.
I mean, anybody can do it.
And this is a webinar that we have decided to do every Tuesday, not only so that we could bring people here and help people, but so that if you want to bring someone here, you can help people as well, understand the program, understand, I mean, there is a ton of stuff in the back office of MLSP. There's system campaigns that you can give people, you know, an hour and a half of Instagram training. You can literally go into my Instagram account and get training that's worth a lot of money for free just by giving me an email, which is the same system and things that you would have available to you inside of MLSP. But we wanted for our team and for our Juice tribe, we wanted to make sure that we were getting you guys signups immediately and you being able to send someone here to get their answers or their questions answered as well. We have lots of stuff that we can set you up with as far as strategies and things like that to get you leads immediately, and stuff that you can share with your team and the people that you're prospecting as well to be able to help them.
Absolutely.
So I know we've been here for an hour and a half, and I appreciate you guys so much. I did write the wake-up call, type the wake-up call in the chat for you. Recommend you going over there, checking it out. If you can't, I know a lot of people work and things like that, so you can always go to any one of our blogs, and we have our recordings and stuff there. Whoever brought you to this webinar tonight, you should definitely thank them because they care about you, and you need to go back and let them know that, you know, whatever you learned or whatever feedback you need or things like that, questions, anything like that, just get back to whoever sent you here, and they can answer the questions and all that stuff for you.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate. Huh?
Or sign up.
Yes, yes.
Vanilla Travel.
But yeah,
Yes.
any one of us can help you. We'll help you if you want to get involved with this right now. I mean, message us right now, and we'll get you hooked up tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. For $10, for $10 trial. I mean, literally, and that's a money back guarantee, guys. If 7 days into it you decide I don't want to have anything to do with this, MLSP will give you your $10 back.
That's what I started out on, was the $10. You know, I started out with $10.
Yep.
And it's like, well, this is it, Steph. It's like, you know, but and what's cool about it is you know, even if you after that $10, after that trial ends, or you get going, and you have the ability to, let's say, you know, times are tough and you don't want to get rid of it, but you can, you know, park your account for a month or so, which I had to do. I mean, times where when we first got started, we didn't have that income coming in to where we could use it. So, you know, we parked our accounts. We didn't lose everything, and then when we started back up again. So I mean, the people, the system. I have never seen anything online, anything like it.
Yeah.
No other systems.
Right. So yeah. So if we decided we wanted to take a break or park it, or, you know, money was tight, anybody, it's not like all of your leads will roll up to somebody else. It's not like that. So
No.
they're yours. You do it.
Yeah, definitely. And there are two different memberships with MLSP. The one that we went over tonight is the Mastery membership. That is the one that we definitely stand by, and we think that if you're going to play, you might as well play big. But there is a cheaper membership. It doesn't come with all of the privileges, but it sure does come with a lot. So whoever, once again, sent you here, get back with them and maybe ask them about the other membership if, you know, the $149.99 doesn't work for you a month.
Right.
But definitely try the $10 if you're on.
Yes.
Definitely. Definitely worth it. I mean, you spend more than that at McDonald's.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to spend $10 at McDonald's, or you want to spend $10 that might make you $10 million. You know?
Yeah,
Or at least enough to get another one.
Yeah, you can still sign up people and make money on that $10.
Absolutely.
So definitely, definitely try it out.
And 2 people, you're already making money.
Yep.
2 people.
You're
You're already in profit.
getting all of this stuff. And the truth is that this is only going to help whoever you run into. So a lot of people, I'll say one thing. A lot of people, they really don't grasp. I think that Stephanie touched very well on it and explained it very well. But a lot of people don't understand how MLSP, how it all works, really truly works. Well, the truth is that you're going after people who are already in the market. Okay, so instead of, just like we talked earlier, so you want these people who are already in the market, and you're already out there, and you're already on Facebook, and you're already talking to them, whatever company you're in, health and wellness, vacation, travel, whatever it is, you're already out there talking to them, and I guarantee you a lot of them already have businesses. So at that point, you have something to offer them as well, which is, take all that time away from, time spent talking to people that you can't do anything to help them. Now you can.
Yeah, it's like that back pocket card.
Do you have the painkiller with us?
Yes. Yes, you do. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. We're going to sign off. Go enjoy your families, get some sleeps and stuff like that, and please let us know any kind of feedback. If you wanted more information, if you thought of a question during this time, let us know, because we only want to make this better, not only for us, but for you as well.
Absolutely.
Right.
So we'll see you next week, same time, same place.
That's right. Bye for now.
Bye.